students, good morning. How are you all? I hope you all are very well, right? So, here our social science lecture. Okay, standard 8 social science lecture. The first unit we will discuss today. Okay, in the previous lecture we was discussed the first chapter, right? The chapter name is Arrivals of Europeans in India. Arrivals of Europeans in India, right? This is our first lesson. So, in that we had learned the first introduction, then Christopher Columbus, then Vasco da Gama, then Portuguese rules, the Dutch and the British interest in India. So, first of all, I give the brief idea about the previous lecture, okay? So, in that, what we learned that Christopher Columbus had found the sea route, but misconceptionally, which sea route he found? America. Which sea route? America's sea route he found. Further than Vasco da Gama came and he found the India sea route. Okay, clear this one? Now, end of Portuguese rule, in which century? The 17th century, the Portuguese rule became end. Okay, from the territories. Which territories? That is Daman and Goa. Okay, the Dutch. After the 100 years, the Dutch arrivals of Portuguese. Okay, then British interest in India. British interest in India. During the reign of Queen Elizabeth of England in the year 1600 CE, that we also learnt in our last lecture. Once again I am repeating this, British interest in India. I hope you all are write down the keywords. British interest in India. You all are noted down or not in your book? See, British interest in India during the reign of Queen Elizabeth. Which Queen Elizabeth? Of England of the year 1600 CE. CE it means common era, that I told you in previous lectures. The British established the East India Company. Which company? East India Company. This company belonged to merchants who wanted to increase their wealth by undertaking trade with India. With trade by increase their wealth by undertaking trade with India. The first British ship arrived in India at the port of Surat. Are you remember or not? Surat, right? The shipman. Who is the shipman? Who is the captain or shipman? Right? That is W. Hawkins. Remember or not? Or forgot everything? W. Hawkins, the captain of the ship, was the first British to set foot in India. He met Jahangir. But did not get his permission to trade, but did not get the permission. Permission did not get to trade. Thereafter, Sir Thomas Rao arrived in India, who acquired the permission to establish a trading center in Surat. Which center? Trading center. Where? In Surat. Later, Delhi went into the hands of Shah Jahan. Later, Delhi went in Shah Jahan's hands. Shah Jahan gave permission to the British to carry out trade in Bengal. Shah Jahan gave permission to British to carry out trade in Bengal. Okay. Now, moving further to the next topic, that is the French. First, you all are not down in your book if you didn't write. These all are keywords. You have to remember these keywords and you will easily read the whole paragraph, right? So, you must write in your book. In homework, you have to put this keyword in the group and I'll check who write and who didn't. The next topic is the French. The French. Next topic is the French. Now, the French established the French East India Company. The British established East India Company and the French established ESTB. Here I write it down, the short form of establish, ESTB. Okay. The French East India Company. CO, it means company. Okay. In the year, which year? 1664. Which year? Year is 1664. Okay. They established factory in Surat. Surat, Machlipatanam. Where? Surat. In Surat, Machlipatanam. Surat, Machlipatanam. And Pondicherry. Where? And Pondicherry. The head of the French company. Who is the head of the French company? Head of the French company is Joseph Francis Dupleix. Joseph. Joseph Francis Dupleix. Joseph Francis Dupleix. This is the head of the French company who had the desire to expand the European rule in India. Which desire? Who had the desire to expand the European rule in India. Thus, the French and the British stood in competition. Now, who are the competitors? That is French and British. Stood in competition against each other to become the strongest European company, the strongest European companies. There were innumerable disputes, okay, quarrels, dispute it means quarrels, innumerable disputes and battles, and finally the British emerged as the winners. Now they become competitors, and they had done battles, disputes, and finally who won? The British won. However, the French retained their control over the trading center of Pondicherry, Mahe and Chandranagar. Now, who retained? Retained. Now, retained. Retained means now no control, okay? Retain their control over trading center. Which trading center? That is Puducherry, it means Pondicherry, Mahe and the Chandranagar. Where retained means now no control. It means they lose the battle. It means now the French have no control on these places. Clear? I hope the French is clear to you. Now you have to write it down these whole keywords, okay? So you can easily remember this, okay? Write it down fast in your book. I'll check in your homework session, okay? So everyone have to write down. It must. Okay. The French established which company? The French East India Company. In which year? 1664. The East India Company's head is Joseph Francisco Dupleix. Okay, this is the head of the French company. And which port? The Surat in Machilipatnam. Okay, then the British and the French are the competitors. Then who won the battle? The British won the battle. Okay. So now no control over the port, that is Puducherry, Mahe and Chandranagar. Retain it means no control. I hope now clear. You have to write it down this keyword, so it is easy to read, okay? Now moving further to the next topic. See in your book the next topic. British trade in Bengal. British trade in Bengal. Okay, pay attention in your book, see in your book. The British first started their trade on the banks of the river Hooghly. Where? Hooghly River. Which river? Hooghly River. Who started? The British. The British first their trade on the banks of the river Hooghly and established the fort in the year 1651 CE. 1651. Which year? 1651. It may be asked in the MCQ. The forts were garrisoned. Garrisoned, it means armed force. Which armed force? Okay. Garrison, it means armed force. Okay. The forts were garrisoned. It means armed force for their protection of the factory and got the permission from the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Which Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Got permission. Who gave the permission? Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Who gave the permission? Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Okay. To trade without paying tax against an annual payment. Which permission he gave? To trade without taxes. Trade without taxes. Which permission? Who gave first permission? That is Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. And which permission he gave? Trade without taxes against an annual payment. Annual, it means yearly payment. Okay. Turn the page. Now, first see this. See, this is ships. Given ships of the British and their forts. See, British and their forts. Numbers of ships are number of ships are seen in the pictures. You can see in the pictures. Then turn the page number 4. First you write it down. That is British trade in Bengal. Write it down in your book. Okay, done? Okay, now you can see this map. See, map in page number 4. Okay, everyone pay attention in the map. In that, 2 colors are given. The first one, India 1797. Okay, in that first 2 colors are given. That is British rule and the local rule. The British rule are in given blue color and the local rule is given in yellow color. Okay, see in the map, India 1719. Okay, blue colors are in British rules. Blue colors, that colors are given in blue colors. You are see in the map, that is Banaras, Calcutta, Hyderabad. Okay, all are have the British rules in 1797. Now 1840, 1797. Then see the second map, 1840. In that British rules in Delhi, then Banaras, Lucknow, Calcutta, Mumbai, Goa, Mysore, Madras, they all are covered by the British. Then see the map of 1857. There is Lahore, then Lucknow, Banaras, Baroda, Mumbai, Mysore, Goa, Madras, Calcutta. Okay. British rule is given. See, you can see in the map. Clear? In 1797, the British rule are not that much. In the 1840, the British rule are increasing, and in the 1857, the British rules are increasing more than the 1840. See, you can see in the map. In the first map, the yellow line, the yellow map is more, that is local rules, and the 1840, the yellow color are decreasing. It means the local rule are decreasing. In 1857, the sum numbers of the whole map are, we can see that is blue, except the some spaces. Okay, so British rules are increasing and local rule are decreasing. Okay, understand this map? Clear or not? Right? So, what we learned today, that is the French and the British trade in Bengal. Which? The French and the British trade in Bengal. Clear these two topics to you, that is trade and the British trade in Bengal. Okay? Clear or not? Right? Now, what is in homework? The homework is you have to put in the homework, that is the keywords, right? Everyone have to write the keywords. Those who didn't write the keywords, please play again the video and write it down in your book. Okay, this is the keywords you have to remember, then you can easily read the history, or you can easily remember. So, I write it down. So, you have to write. Okay. So, in the next session, what we will do, that we will do the expansion of the British rule between 1757 CE and 1857 CE. Okay. From the starting to the end, what the expansion rule of British given, that we will discuss in the next lecture, and the Battle of Plassey. Okay, that we will see in our next lecture or next session. Okay. So, what is your homework? Here I write it down, homework. What is your homework? You have to write keywords that I already brought here in the board. Okay, so you have to write the all keywords. Okay, that you have to put in the homework group. Okay, this is our today's lesson, so everyone have to write it down the keywords. Okay, so I hope this we today learn, that is clear to you. Okay, so till then, goodbye students, stay happy, stay healthy, bye.